Hello class, we're going to be reviewing for our assessment today. So the assessment has 10 questions. So this first one says, Jordan puts 3 rectangular pieces of paper together to make a large rectangle as shown. The width of one piece of paper is 3 centimeters and the length is 8 centimeters. So we can see we got a picture. So this would be one piece. We're going to have 3 more. Then the question we need to answer is, what is the perimeter of Jordan's larger rectangle? So with this, I have drawn a picture here. So we have the 3 rectangles. And because we need to find the perimeter, we need to fill out the rest of the perimeter. Make sure I'm on the screen. So I'm going to put 3's on each of these and an 8 on the bottom. Then all we have to do is add it all up. So we have 9, 9, so that gives us 18, 8, and 8, sorry, a little crooked, gives us 16. Then we just add that together. We get 34, whatever the unit was. I think it was inches. Centimeters, 34 centimeters. So let's type that in right here. 34. And it already has the word centimeters written out, so we don't have to put a cm on the end of that. And that is question 1. Okay, next. Mr. Harwood is decorating a rectangular bulletin board. The area of the bulletin board is 36 square feet. The width of the bulletin board is 4 feet. What is the length of Mr. Harwood's bulletin board? So I'm not even going to read B right now because we need to focus on A first. Okay, I'm going to pause the video for a second and draw that on my board. Okay, so here is the picture of that. So I have the area is 36 feet and we know the width is 4 feet. So we need to figure out this length. So remember, we have area. We find area by multiplying the 2 sides together. So we just have to figure out what 4 times what equals 36. So if you, off the top of your head, knew that that was 9, congratulations, you are correct. Okay, now we can fill in part A. So the length of Mr. Harwood's bulletin board is 9 feet. B. Mr. Harwood wants to put a paper border around the perimeter of the bulletin board. What length of paper does he need for the border? Okay, so now that we have the 2 sides, we need to find out the perimeter. So I can do that simply by filling in the rest of these, and then we can add it all up. So we have 4 plus 4 is 8, 9 plus 9 is 18. Add that together. Sorry. So we have, carry the 1, 6, 26 feet. Is our answer for that one. So let's type that in. 26. And they have the word feet written out here, so we don't have to do the abbreviation for that. We're done with question 2. Nora sits on a square-shaped carpet square during reading time. She decides to measure her carpet square and discovers the length is 22 inches. Find the perimeter of Nora's carpet square. Use paper to show your work. Okay, so in here, let me erase this. So the key with this one is that she's sitting on a square. Let me draw as good with square as I can. Yeah, it'll do. So we have a square, and we know the length is 22. But what do we know about squares? That's right. We know that each of these is the exact length. All we got to do, put a 22, 22, 22 on each side. And then it asks us to find the perimeter, so all we got to do is add it up. 2, 4, 6, 8. 88 is our answer. Ooh, also tip with this. If you ever lose count when you go around in circles like this, A good tip might be to put a little dot by the first one you counted. So 22, 44, 66, 88, and I know to stop there because I already have a dot, which means I've already counted that one. Okay, so let's type that in. So the perimeter of Nora's carpet square was 88 inches. They already have that written out. Okay, next, question 4. Find the area and perimeter of each rectangle shown. Enter the number in the box to complete the table. Okay, so let's do this together. Here, I'm going to pause while I draw both of these. Okay, now that I have both of them drawn up here, let's take a look. So the first one, I went ahead and filled in the other sides. So I just went straight across, so the 8, which means the other side would be 8, 6, and 6. So area, remember the area is the inside of the shapes. We do that by multiplying the two sides. All we gotta do, 8 times 6 equals 48. And we have the area for that one. Then perimeter, we get perimeter by adding up all of the sides. Do you remember the trick? Put a dot where you start. If you like to count in a circle, or you can count the two 6s together, then add the 8s. Whatever way, order you like to add it all up in, but you should be getting a 28 when you add that all up. Now the bottom one. We have filled in the rest of the thing. Area, we have to multiply the two sides. 4 times 10, 40. Perimeter is we add everything up. So 10 plus 10 is 20. 4 plus 4 is 8. We get 28. Hey, look, their perimeters are the same, but their areas are different. Okay, so let's fill that in our answers. So the first one, the area was 48. The perimeter was 28. This one, the area was 40. This one, area 28. And we are all done with question number 4. Hey, look at that. We're halfway through. Okay, which length and width combination can be used to create a rectangle with a perimeter of 26 centimeters? Drag all possible answers into the box. Okay, so remember it is asking for perimeter, which means we will have to be adding up things. So this will probably be a trial and error for you guys. So let me get a few of these set up and then we can try them together. Excellent. So I drew the first 4 that they give us. So they tell us 2 of the sides. They say one side is 3, the other side is 10. Now, some of these will be quicker than others because we know our goal is to get to 26. So we add it all up. 10 plus 10, 20. 3 plus 3, 6. 26. This one works. Okay, let's look at the next one. 12 plus 12. So we will have 24. Oh, do you see what's wrong? 24 plus just one of the 4s brings us to 28. So this is going to be way too much. This one will not work. Okay, next one. 15 plus 15, that's 30. We added 2 numbers and we already exceeded 26. That one doesn't work. Okay, let's check these out. Okay, 8 plus 8. You know what that is? It is 16. 5 plus 5 is 10. Hey, look, this one gives us 26. So this one works. Okay, I'm going to pause while we draw the rest of them. Okay, now we have the last 3 options that it gives us. So let's take a look. So we had a side that was 9 and 8. So let's add them up. 9 plus 9 is 18. 8 plus 8 is 16. 18 plus 16. It's going to be way more than 26, so this one does not work. Okay, then we have a 6 and a 7. So 7 plus 7 is 14. We have 14 plus 12. 14 plus 12 is 26. This one works. Okay, bottom one. 10 plus 10 is 20. Can we do 20 plus 16 plus 16 and still get 26? The answer is no. So we have that X'd off. Okay, so now if we go back and look at our options, okay, so let's check this. So we have 3 by 10. That one worked. We're going to bring it over. Okay, the next two did not work, but you know what? The 5 and the 8 did. We're going to bring that over. And then we had one more that worked. That was the 6 and the 7. Okay, I want to show you one more way that you could solve this that might be a little bit easier or faster for you. Okay, so this is a shortcut way. If you don't want to do all of this where you have to write out each one, add it all up all the way around, here's a shortcut. So 26. We know that if we add 4 sides, we need to get 26. What happens if we only add 2 of the sides? Then we only have to get to half of 26, which is 13. Because 13 plus 13 equals 26. So I know if I have 4 sides, they have to add up to be 26. But if I only have 2 sides, they have to add up to be 13. So let's show you how this works. So for this one, we had a 10 and a 3. Is 10 plus 3 going to be 13? Yes, it is. Look, that one works. Let's try the next one. Is 12 plus 4 going to be 13? No, it is not. So that one does not work. Is 15 plus 9 going to be 13? No, it is not. So that one does not work. Does 8 plus 5 equal 13? Yes, it does. So that one does work. So that is a quicker way if that makes sense for your brain, go ahead and do it that way. If the first way makes sense, go ahead and do it that way. Both ways will give you the correct answer. It's just whatever makes more sense to your brain. Okay, so we have our 3 options. And I tried scrolling down and I can see that that is everything that we did. So we're good to go. Okay, next one. The diagram shows the dimensions of a fence for 2 animal enclosures at the zoo. The fence around the horse barn and the fence around the tiger den need to be replaced. What is the total length of the fencing that needs to be replaced? Use paper to show your work. So basically what's happening is this zookeeper needs to go to the hardware store or department store, wherever you get fencing, and he needs to buy enough fence for his 2 projects, for these 2 places. So we need to find the total of both of these and then add them together. So I'm going to draw this on my whiteboard and then I will show you when we're ready. Okay, so what I have drawn here, I put an HB for the horse barn and a TD for the tiger den. So the horse barn was 75 by 60 and the tiger den was 45 by 80. So we need to find the perimeter of both of these and then we'll need to add them together because zookeeper only wants to make 1 trip to the store. So we have 2 75s plus 2 60s. So let's do that math together. 5 plus 5 is 10. Put the 0 there, carry the 1. Then if I add all of this up together, we're going to be doing this fast, guys, will be 27. So 270. Then down here, we have 45 plus 80. And we do that 2 times. 5 plus 5, 10. Carry the 1. If we add that all up, we'll get 250. So now all we have to do is 270 plus 250, 0, 12, carry the 1, 3, 5. 520 will give the zookeeper 1 trip to the store and he'll buy just what he needs. So let's go ahead and type that into our problem.